I know you're not frozen. Fucking top boy.
This is amazing audio
Yep.
for all the listeners, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Video, game, soundtracks. Yep, we're doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Man builds real life warthog. Yes, I want to watch that later.
Would you say that we're doing it live and that you would say fuck it?
We are doing it live, and I have said fuck it.
Okay. We're
No.
doing it live. Doing it live. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
This episode of the podcast is sponsored by
Nachos, because they nachos.
No, they're yours.
Ah, mine.
Oh boy, this is the most low energy we've started the podcast on.
Wait, let me
I
do
think
it
it's a good start.
Let me do it properly.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to your boys on the GGWP podcast, and today we've got some amazing content for you.
Oh, is that how we get famous?
Guys, right, so, first things first, we have heard...
I don't have to also get famous, touch up a little girl. That's how most of these guys do, right?
Hot take.
Well, you know, hot, but not untrue.
Let me do it properly.
Okay.
So, guys, we've got a lot of great news coming our way. So, firstly, we've heard that Halo is coming to the
Before
PC.
we can start talking about the news, make sure to subscribe and ring that little bell, and also hit me up in the DMs if you're younger than 12 years old and a girl.
Why are we?
I think with
a
a 2-week hiatus, coming straight back to YouTube pedophilia is it's a good, strong position to start on.
Fuck the police coming straight from a 2-week hiatus. Young YouTuber's mad because he ain't famous.
No. You got your N-word pass.
Nigga.
He did it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cancel his whole career.
Oh, that's how PewDiePie got famous, right?
Yeah, that's how he got famous in the first place, by saying the N-word.
He said, "Do you remember when PewDiePie was really PC? He would never say the N-word."
And then he got depressed and realized that it doesn't actually matter.
Well,
no one gives a fuck.
Pewds is not depressed, right?
I saw Webham that one time.
Right?
Right.
He's not depressed, right?
If it makes you feel better, then no, he's not depressed.
Also, what the fuck is up with this light? Here we go. Let's try this a bit better. Here we go.
So what happened in your week, bro?
Just a second,
okay?
Everything's going to shit my end.
What? Oh shit. I can't see that. So I shall pretend like I understand what's going on.
Sorry about that, Andy. We've got hot news coming in right now.
What's that in the background? Huh? Watch out for the... No! Holy hell!
I don't understand the
blood?
joke I'm making right now, so
Well, I can't see what's going on your screen, so I'm pretending. And also for the audio listeners, once there are audio listeners.
Yeah, once we actually do that shit.
I'll do it tonight, I promise.
You said that.
Just remind me.
You say that every
No. Just shout at me. Is this a long-running joke or the actual fact that I'm lazy? Natural reasons I'm lazy.
Bit of both. I can't fuck you. If you are a audio listener, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that.
I said it.
How rude.
Yeah.
What about all the audio listeners' mothers out there listening to the audio?
Oh, them?
That would also...
Yeah. Fuck you.
What about the audio listeners' mothers or the audio listeners' mothers? Perchance, an audio listener's grandmother. What would you say to that?
They're probably dead.
What would you say?
Wait.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, grandmother. I thought it was on to great grandmother. Sorry.
No.
Good thing we've got music on as well. I'm really confused. Would literally be offering nothing right now.
I think even when we are talking, we are also
still
offering nothing. Okay, so has everything be sorted on your end? Is everything cool?
Let me just itch my nose. Yes.
Okay. Let me just also itch my nose, I think.
Yep.
For those who don't know, with the podcast, we're actually very organized.
Well, shit.
No word of a lie. We have a bunch of flight checks that we go. And one of the things on the flight checks is actually that we itch our nose. So, did you write the script?
One of the flight checks is...
Did you itch your nose? No. We don't not start the podcast if we haven't done it. We just say no that we haven't done it, you know? But we have the flight checks. That makes us organized, right?
I mean, one of the flight checks is that we actually do our flight check.
Oh. Yeah, and sometimes we don't even do that.
No. Also, someone gifted me a subscription to a Twitch stream I've watched once.
Is it Ali A?
Is Ali A Twitch stream?
I hope not. Just, you know, one more social media platform that he isn't on is one more step towards happiness, I think. That's why we need social media platforms.
Social media, I go. One more step around the social media. How much do you hate me right now?
None at all. 0%. I'm just trying to work out what you said.
So one more trip around the social media, I go.
There are 10 blue check marks lining on the wall. 10 blue check marks lining on the wall, and one said nigger, and it was accidentally banned. And it was 9 blue check marks lining on the wall. 9 blue check marks lining on the wall. 9 blue check marks lying on the wall, and one had a dirty joke from about 10 years ago, so he accidentally got banned. And the other blue check marks were lining on the wall. 7 blue check marks were lining on the wall.
Should we actually get into this? Because we're currently 10 minutes in and we've said absolutely nothing.
I would bring up the same joke again and say that we can be 2 hours in and say absolutely nothing. And well, I think we've consistently done that on multiple podcasts.
I just wanted to bring up that 6 days ago, someone called xxx_applesauce_xxx has followed me on Twitch.
I see. Mr. XXX_apples_xxx_apples.
Applesauce, Andy. Applesauce.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Mr. Cunt. Go fuck yourself. That's how we are. We're rude. We're irreverent on the podcast. We're probably breaking a few community guidelines.
This is why I haven't grown in almost 2 weeks. I've seen no growth in ages.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Danny DeVito kind of growth.
What, like fat?
No, I meant height. Although his dick does. He's a pretty big dick motherfucker.
He is. He has big dick energy.
What happened in your week, dude?
My week? Alright, you should probably cut onto that. Our week. Yeah. So what has happened in our week?
Should I go with mine?
Yeah. Just remember, it's not just our last week, it's the last 2 weeks, because we have been off for 2 weeks.
True. But nothing happened in one of those weeks, so I guess it's just 1 week anyway. So last week I had actually a pretty interesting week to make up from the lack of the week.
Yeah.
Although I was pretty ill. I can't remember which week I was ill.
Every week.
Which week? No. In any case, so last week I went to Comic-Con. I went to Comic-Con.
So, which doctor was there?
What do you mean?
Which Doctor Who doctor was there? There's always one there.
No, there weren't. No.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Not even the Red Dwarf crew?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. There were, however, a bunch of stormtroopers doing patrols around looking for rebel scum. I fully supported them, of course.
Of course.
Rebels need to be put down wherever they were, but I couldn't help
course.
feeling bad for a little nigger dressed up as an Ewok, just a little baby Ewok. I kind of wanted to punt it, but also I kind of felt a little bad for it. I guess it's kind of like Rebel mind games now, so I punted it anyway.
Fuck's sake.
Then they said all sorts of things like, it's a cosplayer, Ewoks don't exist, you can't punt people. Rebel scum. So I enjoyed myself thoroughly at Comic-Con. I got a bunch of comics. I gave a lot of comics to my girlfriend, and I'm going to show you those.
What, the girlfriend?
Yeah, the old girlfriend. Yep. Oh, probably, maybe you don't know, but I got a new one.
Yeah, you haven't shown.
No, I think you do
have
know.
told me, but you haven't. I haven't seen her.
So, one of the greatest things that I have bought for her, and I don't know if she appreciates it or not, is Dragon versus the Super Patriot. That's the Super Patriot, if you couldn't tell.
Wait,
that's Dragon. It's just
is Super Patriot like a giant dick?
Well, I think the only things you could really tell about his character, is that he's a patriot, and he has superpowers. Yeah, the Image Comics quality, right there. His among Mr. Super Patriot. He has like 11 barrels on his gun. He's a patriot. So there you go. I also got a comic about the Eradicator. Do you know about this event called Reign of the Supermen in DC?
No.
Maybe that's what my topic this week is going to be about then.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have one at the moment, but you know, you can make up on the fly because we're professional like that. Yeah. All I can hear is fucking Kirby music in the background.
Oh, is that from you?
Yeah, it's just a generic playlist of like gaming music.
I see.
Yeah.
So you know about the X-Men, right?
The X-Men?
Yes. Yeah. You know, Xavier, Cyclops, Beast.
Never heard of them.
Come on. Anyway, you know about them.
No, never heard of them.
No, you're joking. So, have you ever heard of X Factor? Have you heard of X Force?
Now, let me double check on Xbox because I can't remember that.
X Force is the one made by Rob Liefeld. It's got a big muscly guy as the main character.
Oh yeah, it's got Deadpool in it.
Yeah. Well, the new one does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I felt like when was this made? It doesn't say. But about in the 90s, I would guess, or early 2000s, they couldn't think of any more names for all of these goddamn X-Men teams. Like, they were just shoveling them in all the time. X Factor, Excalibur, X Force, X-Men. There's just so many X's. So what do? Just flip the name. Here's Factor X. It's Factor X. It's just Factor X. I found a comic where Green Lantern's fighting a dragon. I found a comic where there's a Wolverine ripoff, except he's silver. There's Image Comics quality again. I found one called Call of Duty, and there's a fireman.
Okay.
They're gonna release a video game on that. I found a Spider-Man ripoff. Image Comics quality yet again. I found an Excalibur issue where the guy looks like he's fucking dying. Yeah. I mean, I got way more than this shit. I mean, all of this, all these fucking comics, yeah? £5 fucking. You best believe I bought some billions of that shit. I got a big fucking stack over there of comics now. So I guess you can call me a comics aficionado, a comics collector, a comics gay boy. That's what you can call me. So
You do like
on top of that, my week was comprised of being extremely ill. I had the shakes, I had the bad throat, I had the shivers, I had the dizziness. I was fucked. And then I did work, and then just today I've been playing some Aurora 4X. That's Aurora Borealis. It's pretty
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I will give you 100 bits in the new term. Is that a lot?
No.
How much is a lot of bits?
Twitch bits to GBB.
I will give you £10 worth of bits, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
In the new term, yeah. If you could say that Aurora Borealis in the fucking most powerful way ever. Now, I need you to breathe before you do it, because I really mean powerful. I want to burst my eardrums, motherfucker.
Wait,
Okay,
do you want power or do you want loudness?
Power. Power mixed with loudness. I want the best you can do in both areas. I'll be judging it like a swimming contest in terms of power, yeah, loudness,
okay.
Texan appeal,
okay.
And
let me just share my desktop.
I see. Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, actually.
Share screen. Here we go. We're now sharing it with you.
Okay. Yes.
I'll make it full screen for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. He's getting into his gangster.
Mutter.
I see. He's doing his chants. This is now. You see, Damon Lee's been a real frontrunner in the Olympics this season, and he really does have this mantra that he gets into for a perfect 10 that he's.
Borealis.
Now, let's see. What are the judges coming up with? Hold on. What are the judges coming up with? I see. 10. He is getting a 10. That was absolutely a spectacular fucking dismount right there. He even popped the microphone. What are you saying, Mr. Damon Lead, but not the Damon Lead who did the Aurora Borealis? What do you think of the judge's decision right there?
Wait, just a second. Let me just mask my identity.
I see. Yes.
Wow, that was fucking awesome. I've seen
I've
seen some powerful contestants out there, and whew, he gets me out of the color. Outgoing gay for him.
It wouldn't be crazy at all to think that he would win a gold for England. You know, it's coming home. It's coming home. Football's coming home, as so they say.
So they said. They don't say it no more. Wonder why.
Well, you know, we're shit.
We are assholes.
Yeah, we're assholes. Yeah, quite a stunning display from Mr. Damon Lead. I can't wait for next year.
Yes, I did just drop Nacho on my.
It's amazing what a man will do for £10.
Dude, I'd have done it for fucking free, but you owe me a tenner now.
So I'm gonna start sharing my screen so I can show the beauty that is Aurora 4X. Look at these spreadsheets, motherfucker. This game's great.
That build up and what for?
Is great. You can. Is me making a ship right now? It doesn't look like it, but it's a cruiser called the King George V. and I'm gonna put a recreation module for the crew. Look at how interesting this is. Look, look. Oh, 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 and I added another. Yeah. So that was my week. How was yours?
Oh, are we actually going to talk about video games now?
That is a video game.
We've gone through so much fucking shit, and we haven't
Hold
even
on,
started
let me-
talking about video games yet.
Well, you know, this is a video. Let me just go back. This is the video game. For those who are listening audio only, Connor's just gone back to reading his fucking phone. But you see, I see. Well, I should just turn back on my camera again and just go back to that. Yes, there we go. So, yes, video games. Yeah, we should talk more about.
Yeah,
video
yeah.
games.
You know.
But you see, in Aurora 4X.
Yeah. So about 1,000 bits is £10. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
10,000 bits.
Sweet. So, as you can see here, this is the engine creation screen. Actually, it's the research project creation screen. And you can make a whole bunch of different research projects, like lasers. Oh, I can't do that yet. Thermal sensors. There we go. Yeah.
Oh
Ah,
my god. Are you
yeah,
done yet?
riveting. I did it. I'm gonna make a research project. Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah. Video games. Alright, video games, yeah?
Right. So, my week. Why do I talk to you anymore? Right. So, my week. I've. Do you know what? The selection of music coming up as well is fitting everything we're just doing.
What's the song this time I did?
Dave Maria, as we're both
Ah,
wanting to kill ourselves. So,
cool.
I'm just gonna leave you. Just gonna leave you to it.
Just fucking, just go on without me. I'm just gonna die in the corner for a second.
Get Edward up here.
He's off out. He's on the train somewhere. I won't say that.
No. Edward is now taking over.
No, he's gone. He's not in the house. Just, I'll be fine in a second. Just start with your week.
We're gonna get Edward instead.
Okay.
You good? Yeah. I know as soon as I fucking say anything.
No, actually.
Hey, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. So, my week.
I'm joking.
So, my week, I've been playing. People are going to be skipping through this and they're going to have literally nothing to watch. Or hear.
Nah.
It's just music and us fucking laughing. God, I miss the podcast.
No, there's plenty.
So for my week, I've been playing a bit of Euro Truck and a bit of what was the other game? Satisfactory. That was it.
Satisfactory. Tell me about Satisfactory.
Right. So, boys. So, I set up an account to get a key for Satisfactory as being a an influencer. I am, as you do.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And
Big playboy, huh?
And they actually gave me a
Big
key.
man with a big Twitch channel, huh?
Oh yes.
Satisfactory. What kind of game is it?
Right. So basically, have you played Subnautica?
No.
Okay. Do you know what Subnautica looks like?
Yeah.
I'm getting mad Subnautica vibes, except instead of being underwater, you're on land and you have to build a factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You ever played Factoria? That seems like up your alley. Isometric.
Yeah. It's
3D
I'm looking at the
Factoria.
pictures and it looks like Factorio.
It's 3D Factoria.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No,
Does it run worse though?
no, it's really good actually. It runs really well.
All right.
Well,
Nice.
the fact that it's still in early access is surprising. It runs really well.
Maybe it's got a big name producer.
Yeah, it's Coffee Stain Studios, the guys who made Goat Sim. And they made Sanctum. They made other games before Goat Sim.
Goat Simulator was a blight upon this earth that needed to be exorcised.
It did exactly what it was set out to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. If what I set out to do is unholy, is it okay because I set out to do it?
No, it set out to exploit the YouTuber climate at that time.
That's unholy.
They got fuck tons of money out of it.
So does robbing banks.
Yeah, with that.
Why do...
Go on, Andy. Go and sit in the corner.
What?
Go sit in the corner.
Aye.
You know what you did.
I didn't do nothing.
You know what you did.
What the fuck is this?
Anyway, so Satisfactory is really
No,
good.
I don't know what I did.
So Satisfactory is really good anyway. I've been playing it for quite a bit and it's really fucking addictive. Even if, all there is automate, even if all there is to do is automate, you've gone completely black, Andy.
That's racist, but go on.
Even if all you do is automate like mining resources and sending it off into space so you can upgrade to the next level to mine resources more effectively, it's really addictive.
Cool.
And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm gonna play some more of it on stream tomorrow. But
Yeah, it does look like more next gen Factorio.
it is really fucking good. We're getting to a point where we're trying to best optimize our factories.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the mid game, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
So what's the threat in this game then? Or is it?
there isn't really a threat. As I say, it's still in early access. They're still working the kinks out.
Mm,
They're gonna add more creatures, obviously threaten you a bit more. But ultimately, you just get dropped on a planet and get told, "Yeah, mine this resource for a ongoing project in space."
okay.
And you just mine up in a space elevator.
Okay. Yeah, sounds interesting.
Yeah.
They could even just rip off Factorio and I wouldn't mind. If they just put a pollution system and then bugs attack you, the more pollution there is. That's easy. It's fine.
To be fair, like it looks like it's gonna get that go that way.
Hmm.
So, they've got turrets, but nothing that actually comes up and attacks you. So, I'm hoping that they add more to it anyway. I'm anticipating that first update that they bring out after they've just brought into early access.
Hmm.
Very excited, very excited. Should we move on to the topic anyway?
Sure thing. You first, though.
In order of, it's your topic next.
I know, but never mind. Sure. What did I say at the beginning of the podcast that I was going to talk about?
Knowing you, it's 4X.
No, it probably wasn't in this case, because I would have remembered. No, it wasn't Aurora. Huh. I'll talk more about Comic-Con if you like.
Aurora Borealis.
Because,
Do you want me to skip to my topic and then you do yours later?
Sure, but there is something I want to talk about, and that is the trailer for the new movie.
Oh, no.
Fucking... Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Mr. Ron Perlman's Hellboy is not Ron Perlman's Hellboy anymore. And so I got an exclusive look at
I genuinely thought you were about to say...
Hellboy.
I genuinely thought you were about to say the Dora the Explorer trailer.
Oh, we can talk about that too. What's up with all the shitty-ass movie trailers nowadays, huh?
It's just the way it's going. It's just the way it's going.
Is Hollywood that starved for ideas, though, that they have to summon Hellboy without Ron Perlman and Dora the fucking Explorer?
Oh, yeah, you know, that famous movie. Like, right, who looks at a fucking kid's show when, do you know what we need a movie of? Dora the fucking Explorer.
Gritty reboot, even though it's not too gritty. PG-13 reboot.
It's a fucking live recreation. Why?
The monkey doesn't even talk.
Yeah, they fucking ruined the monkey. The map don't even talk.
I can't wait for all the Dora the Explorer's SJW, though. I can't wait for all those posts. That'll be the end of mankind as we know it. That's when I hang myself. If people talk about the political fucking leanings of Dora the fucking Explorer.
About how she fucking has a machete.
Wait, she has a machete?
Of course she does. She's an explorer.
I didn't see that in the trailer.
Yeah, she has a machete. She sat in a box. Is like, oh, look who brought a machete to the school trip. It's dumb.
Dora has an AR-15.
Dora's hits the last straw.
Dora just fucking snaps, bro. Shouldn't have bullied Dora. Tried to ask Diego out to the prom, fucking died.
That's a fucking cousin, you dickhead.
They're Mexican, whatever.
Yeah, they're not. They're Mexican, not rednecks.
Red Mexican, whatever. Red Mexican.
Should we come back to your topic?
No, because I do want to talk about how shit this is. Fucking okay. Ron Perlman's, not Ron Perlman's, I forget his name. He was on Stranger Things. That dude.
Oh, Stranger Things.
The cop off of Stranger Things is playing Hellboy. He's got a reedy ass fucking voice.
Yeah.
He's not Ron Perlman. I keep saying it, and it's true. Also, the jokes don't land. And the fucking, bless his heart, the Comic-Con guy was trying so hard to get us excited, and no one was fucking excited. The hall wasn't even that packed. They put it at the beginning in the morning so that, you know, because they knew nobody would want to go to it.
Brilliant.
And they had the guy acting as Hellboy sat there answering questions from Twitter and stuff like, who would you love to play in D&D? Cleric. Who would Hellboy love to play in D&D? Cleric. It was like that, because all his answers were just like cleric, because he played cleric in D&D back when he was a kid. And then at the end of it, they were just like, here's an exclusive Comic-Con poster made by Dark Horse Comics for the movie. And we turned it into a paper airplane and got rid of it. So actually, this is not this is a true story, yeah. Unlike my punting story from before, but we actually folded it into a very large paper airplane, then gave it to a random cosplayer who then threw it at a kid. So yeah, I think I had the best con experience. So that's my topic. That's shitty ass movies of Dora the Explorer and Hellboys. Also the main villains shit for both movies. So, yeah. Ooh! Imagine if Diego turns out to be evil.
Oh my fucking god, that'll be it.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Does
will.
Diego have like a fucking animal shelter?
Yeah. Otherwise known as a butcher.
Ah, let's move on because we're yet to talk about fucking video games in this video game podcast.
Yes, we did. We talked about Aurora, you motherfucker. Stop lying.
Yeah, actual video games, man. Unfortunately, I don't go on fucking Microsoft Excel for some fun times.
It's a fun time. Shit happens. You fight space aliens.
Games we're excited for now.
Okay. I'm excited for video games. Let's
Imperative
talk
Road,
about it.
thanks, let's move on.
No, I'm excited for
news.
the other. What the fuck?
I've been a dick, I was moving on. Carry on.
Okay, let's look at Steam because I'm actually excited for a few fucking games. Jesus.
Oh my god, yeah, Master Chief Collection.
Elder Scrolls 6 actually I'm excited for. And Master Chief Collection, I'm a little excited for that. I am excited for Judgment Eyes, but as we're going to talk about in the news, that's not going to happen.
Judgment Eyes.
Judge Eyes. Judgment Eyes.
Yeah.
It's one of those two. Hey, I could have talked about Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, but that came out. I was excited for that at a point. Do you want to talk about Sekiro real quick? Because God, does that game look fucking beautiful, doesn't it?
Go on then.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. It's basically if you mix Devil May Cry with Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, I saw an advert for it.
Yeah, you flipping and flying about. It's great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm trying to look for the fucking games that are coming up, but there we go, popular upcoming. You excited for the new Planet Side?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
What, Planet Side 3?
Nah, Arena.
Nothing.
It's a battle royale. I haven't even seen it and I know it's a battle royale. Yeah, it's a battle royale.
Oh my fucking god.
Hey man. Hey man. What about Space Junkies? You excited
Podcast
for
is
Space
trash.
Junkies by Ubisoft?
No.
Why are there no good games coming out? Can you answer me this?
No. I fucking wish I could. I fucking wish I knew.
This is the worst podcast.
It is. Shall we move on to the news?
No. Tropico 6. Did you ever like Tropico?
Oh yeah, I have Tropico 4.
Did you like it?
It was,
You excited for 6?
I suppose?
It's 10% off if you want to pre-order it.
I mean,
What's wrong with video games? Are they just waiting for like Christmas time for all them to come out, do you think?
just waiting for us to all die. I suppose.
When we specifically die, video games will start coming out again.
No, I think when everyone dies, when the heat death of the universe has come to an end, and they're like, so what should we do with this steaming pile of money we now have? We make good
Super
games?
Mario Brothers 4. That's when it comes out. Yeah. What about... No. Yeah.
Should we just move on?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome to the news, where we talk about news.
Let's talk about the news, eh? Hey, Tony Bamboni.
Tony
Well, all
Bamboni.
Tabs up about the Orthodox Pope because we were talking about Christendom and...
Oh god.
Hey! You excited for the Epic Games Store?
No.
Why not? I thought you wanted some games off of that. You wanted some competition.
Oh yeah, I want competition, but I don't want to. I don't want to split my library.
Can't have it both ways. In
Yeah,
any
I know,
case,
I know.
so
Put it this way, I'm not fussed either way.
yeah, okay, okay. I can understand that. So a while back we missed this news because ill, and also
We just
what was
skipped.
the other reason? Captain Marvel for you, wasn't it?
Captain Marvel was shit.
Um,
Nah, it's actually
Steam
very
was
decent.
Was it?
A lot of people are hating on it, and I think it was because it was just a bang average Marvel movie. In between, you know, two of the biggest fucking Marvel movie releases. You know, both the Infinity Wars, and I suppose you could say Ant-Man, but Ant-Man can just fucking die.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it was actually genuinely a very average Marvel movie.
Hmm.
And I don't see why it's getting so much fucking hate. It was not a full woman is strong. Yeah, it had a few cringy shots like that, but it wasn't like, oh, all women are strong. It's more like, well, I'm strong because I'm actually have superpowers and shit.
Hmm.
It's more about believing in yourself than a strong woman.
Nothing wrong with being a strong woman either, but yeah.
It's pissing me off like how everyone's just ripping into it. It's like, why though?
I think a lot of it is the comments that Brie Larson made.
Oh, I heard none of that.
Ah, okay. Well, no need to get on about it on this video game podcast. So.
Yeah.
Until they make a Captain Marvel fucking video game.
Until we make a movie podcast, we might as well turn this into a movie podcast.
Yeah, why not?
So what movies you been watching, my boy?
I've been watching actually Young Justice, which is not a movie, but
Have you watched If Beale Street Could Talk?
No.
It's fairly good.
Cool.
It's about racism.
Oh, racism.
Yeah, and it did a lot better job than fucking Black Panther.
I mean, Black Panther caught some cool stuff with Killmonger.
Black Panther was just a movie that just so happened to have a lot of black people in it for me. It was not. It's a lot more. You know, fuck, I'm gonna say it. Black Panther's a lot more enjoyable if you don't shove, you know, agendas into it. I didn't feel race had anything to do with that movie. It just so happened that the whole cast was black, and that did not bother me.
Oh.
Well, the whole cast with the exception of Martin Freeman.
Who I felt was a little bit out of place.
He was out of place. Why the fuck was he in it?
Empathy, maybe?
Although it did make
Gotta have all the white people empathizing with a white character.
it did make my day when someone went, "Oh yeah, Black Panther's like one of the first movies with an all-black cast." I'm sat here looking at the poster going, You see this boy right here? He's not black. He's not an honorary black aficionado.
Black aficionado.
Couldn't think of any other words. Yeah, so we get back to the video games. What was he talking about? It was all about news, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, no. So the previous news that we missed is that Steam has accused Epic Games of data mining.
Oh yeah.
So, for those who don't know, data mining is the act of trying to glean code from a project using subversive means or through decompiling the code from the executable file in order to steal it for yourself, likely, or just to learn something. And apparently, the Epic Store has been stealing code from Steam.
And just for anyone who's watching, yes, I have just switched out of my trousers into some Jama bottoms. That's what me fidgeting about was. I was just genuinely really uncomfortable. I was trying to be discreet about it, but no, I was not at all. I was genuinely really uncomfortable.
You fooled me. I'm right here on the podcast with you.
I mean, I imagine you was looking at your monitor, whereas other people probably look a bit more at this.
A little bit of column A.
Either or. Oh, and it's crashed. It happened again. It's not a GGWP podcast if he hasn't blue screened. Can we have a blue screen in the chat, please? He's genuinely gone. Yep, he is genuinely disconnected.
Blue screen.
Yep, there he is.
Every time, huh?
Every time.
That's a big yikes for me, because now I can't do the news. You're going to have to bring the article up yourself.
I don't know what the article was.
The article was that Epic Games has responded to the accusation of
Oh, yes.
stealing code from Steam. So how about you come and, try and find that?
1, 2.
It's pretty shitty, isn't it? I get pretty annoyed with it. And I don't know why it keeps doing it.
It's alright, man. You sound crystal clear on your phone. A lot more bass.
Oh. Primo.
So, Epic Games has responded to the growing concerns its launcher accesses users' Steam data without permission. I'm reading this verbatim from the website Eurogamer.net. I'm just before I get absolutely claimed for completely reading this word for word. We've not prepared for this. I'm just doing this to make things go.
My dude, there is nothing wrong with reading an article live on, as long as you make sure to say that it's not your article. There's nothing wrong with it. We're just giving commentary.
Yep, this is from Weasley Yin Pool, from Eurogamer. Just wanted to get that.
You don't even have to say who it is. Just say it's not yours.
You know what? I'm covering all bases right now. I don't want one day for them to go, you didn't reference an article in 2019 in 2033.
That's that post-internet schmood right there. But yeah, go on then.
So Epic has responded to the growing concerns its launcher accesses users' Steam data without permission. Well, we all know that it would connect to your Steam in some regard, because it would pull your, I think, either games or friends. Maybe both. The company's response to the post on subreddits for Phoenix Point, itself the focus of a controversy after signing a deal to get exclusive, to go exclusive with Epic Games Store for a year, in which the users revealed Epic Games Store client pokes around your computer when it shouldn't. Post entitled Epic Games Store spyware tracking and you. Redditor Notty_M_portent. Oh, okay.
Not important.
Yeah, not important. Accused Epic
Good one, Reddit.
Accused Epic of running processes and making attempts to access DLLs and root clients without letting the users know. According to this post, the data obtained was found to be sent to Epic and the Epic Games Store, which was found to store hardware information in the registry. As you'd expect, this post sparked a great deal of concern, which prompted Daniel Vogel, VP of Engineering at Epic, to step in with a response. I'm stuttering really bad because I'm bad at reading things verbatim.
You're doing a good job, my dude.
Vogel confirmed that Epic Game uses Tracking Pixel, aka Tracking.js, for the company's support a creator program to pay creators. So he also confirmed the app tracks page statistics elsewhere. Vogel confirms that the launcher sends hardware surveys and regular intervals, which he stressed is outlined in the Epic's privacy policy. Andy, you know a bit better about Tracking Pixel, aka Tracking.js.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about it.
Ah, that was worth a shot.
Never heard of it before this article.
Well, I assume it's JavaScript by the .js.
Yeah, it is a JavaScript file, yes.
Vogel then confirmed the launcher scans your active processes to prevent updating games whilst running. but instead this information was not sent. But insisted this information was not sent to Epic. We only import quoted. We only import Steam friends and your with your explicit permission, Vogel added. The launcher makes an encrypted local copy of your local.config VDF Steam file. However, information from the file is only sent to Epic if you choose to import your Steam friends, and then only hashed IDs of your friends are sent and no other information from the file. So, what do you think of this, Andy? Because I'm not reading anymore.
How do they unhash the IDs of the friends without having stolen any of Steam's code?
They don't unhash it. As far as I'm aware.
But
Wait, oh no, I get what you're saying. Now,
they have a hashed list of your Steam friends. Fine. How do they unhash it without having Steam code? You don't know what hashing algorithm they're using, and you definitely don't know the key that they're using to hash it. It seems a bit stinky to me.
It is a bit fishy, isn't it?
Hmm.
But they're not stealing your
Again.
datiums. Your datiums are fine. It's the Stam datiums that are not fine. If I keep saying silly words, then people find me funny, right?
Not even.
Yeah, that's good.
But maybe one day. Keep at it, good soldier.
Stamiums. How's your internet looking?
How's my internet looking?
Yep. No, sorry, continue.
It's almost there.
Okay, so what's the next
Give
story,
me
man?
1 more minute. Well, as I said, it's almost there. I seem to remember. You see, I'm going off memory now, and I've lost all my tabs. Isn't that a bit fucked, huh?
Oh, yeah, just what, using Chrome?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you open it, just Control-Shift-T. What is it with V making anime characters out of literally everything?
V making anime characters out of everything. What's the new one? The last I heard was Vivian.
They made an anime character out of PlayStation VR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. PSVR has big bosoms.
Oh, right. That's been a long-running thing.
Yeah, I don't
so that they can make comics out of it.
I don't really go on V, to be honest. Oh, do we have the next story?
Yes. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is getting new gameplay mode. It's called Capital Supremacy.
But what is Capital Supremacy?
Let me load the article. So, a general overview of Capital Supremacy is to win a planetary battle and then gain access to the opposing team's capital ship and destroy it. Sorry. So it's basically kind of what they were saying the game was going to have from the very beginning, where the gameplay will start on the planet, and you'll have to take control of command posts to get control of the planet, so you can get ships and get into space to fight people in space and win. And if you remember, they had promised this a while ago, interplanetary combat. But they never delivered until now. One Redditor by the name of Bacon and Sausage says that it's way too little, way too late. And I kind of agree. I don't give a fuck about Star Wars. Especially not Star Wars Battlefront.
I would genuinely play it if I could.
Well, maybe you could give it a go. Go on G2A. There's probably a £1 copy or something.
Oh, yeah.
This will be set in the Clone Wars era.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that the worst era to put it in?
No.
People want to see it on fucking Star Destroyers and shit, not those weird fucking pills that the good guys have in the Clone Wars, but whatever, sure.
The Clone Wars was fucking lit, man. It's just a shame that it was
No.
a bad movie.
I hate it. I like the designs of the older ones better. Next month, if you're a fan of Devil May Cry 5, which, by the way, is also on Capcom's highest-selling UK games list. So, by that I mean, not that it's on Capcom's highest-selling games in the UK, which it might also be, but it's also on the highest-selling games of the UK, reached number 1, and that's 2 games that Capcom has done, the other one being Resident Evil 2 Remake. So Devil May Cry 5 is getting a Bloody Palace mode, which is amazing news for people who love Devil May Cry 4, because Bloody Palace was basically the end game content. It was all the get good, son, and try and kill everything as quick as possible while being as stylish as possible. So yeah, get excited for that. Is it gonna be DLC? I don't think so. I think it might be coming free. Yeah, it's free on April the 1st. So that's not even next month. That's in like 5 days. 6 days. 7 days. In a week. Enjoy! The spin-off game for Yakuza, Judgment Eyes or Judge Eyes. Let's find the actual name of that. Judgment is the English name. The game's development has been temporarily halted as they look to make a new voice actor, since Pierre Taki will be playing a Yakuza boss in the game. So not even the main character. A side character in the game has been caught with cocaine and arrested. So yeah, they've stopped the whole game. And a lot of people don't really like that kind of decision because they see it as a massive overreaction. However, the thing you've got to understand that a lot of people have been using as a counter-argument is that Japan is a bit weird about drugs. They do see it as the end of like the worst thing you could do in civilization, pretty much. Probably worse than killing people. So, yeah. No wonder they would halt the whole game just because one person on the cast from a minorish role would have done a bit of drugs, you know. In any case, that's so if you were excited for that game like I was, you'll have to be waiting a bit longer. China! The regulators over at the Communist Party of China have decided to approve 95 new games, including games from Tencent. If you like Tencent, I can't imagine if you would. Oh, they make mobile games mostly. Games include Tencent's Journey to Fairyland 2. And there you go, that's the news. Oh, okay. No, there are other ones, but who the fuck gives a fuck? Because all of these are shitty MMOs and mobile games, you know? In all of 2017, they approved 9,651 domestic and foreign games to be allowed in their country. If you remember a while back, we did talk about the fact that there was a backstop in China's approval process for games coming out of their country. I think the amount was 800 games were set to be approved, yet they wouldn't do it for whatever reason. There may have been things happening behind the scenes with what I know about China now, you know, political stuff.
Yeah, I believe there was political stuff, yeah.
Yeah. In any case, I forgot what the point I was trying to make with that.
They're bringing games in.
Well, yeah, but well, okay, yeah, sure. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, there you go. That's Tencent and Netimus and other Chinese companies.
Yeah.
More news stories. You can just tell me when to stop because I'm on a roll.
Yeah, no, just keep going, man. Keep going. I'm happy.
Blizzard purports that toxicity in Overwatch has been reduced by 40% since the endorsement system has been introduced.
You
A
mean
lot
it's
of people
dropped
rightfully.
since, you mean it's dropped since people moved on to Fortnite and Apex?
That may also be the case, my dude. This article, however, is in Spanish, so I'm just going to take their word for it. A lot of people, however, are saying that you can't really put a variable on toxicity. What's toxic for one person may not be for another. And that's what the whole censorship movement is talking about, but we might as well not talk about politics on this podcast.
Yeah. That's when shit gets
Another
real,
person
I like that.
into it.
Yeah.
What else? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. You missed this news, so I guess we're catching up on a lot of news, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not a rumor anymore, as we previously said, I think, in one of our news stories. It's real, and the graphics apparently will be amazing. It'll support ray tracing, DLSS, which I don't even know what that is, and
Deep
mods.
learning super sampling.
Oh, okay, some more graphic shit.
Yeah.
And mods. So, yeah. Get ready for that because everybody fucking loves Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines, but it's a janky fucking game. I think mainly people like it for that one vampire with the tits.
I love vampire tits.
Me too. Don't we all?
I think we all love vampire tits.
I think we all do, yes. Valve's Gabe Newell is crediting Phil Spencer of Microsoft fame for bringing Halo to Steam. That makes a lot of sense, but it still doesn't stop me from thinking that Phil Spencer's a slimy, greasy man. But okay, he's not all bad now.
Keeping it
Got a little bit of a...
Keeping it objective, you know?
Yeah. Definitely objective on this podcast. You know, we're always quality.
Oh, yeah.
It is not like the journalists are doing anything different.
Yeah.
Which also goes through a bit of news that I glossed over. Halo's coming to Steam. Oh, wait, we did say that at the beginning of the podcast, didn't we?
Well, let's cover it more. I want to hear more.
Yeah. Halo's coming to Steam. It's called the Master Chief Collection. It'll probably be the same as the Master Chief Collection on the previous consoles that the Master Chief Collection released out of. But we don't know any... Yep, with Reach as well. Oh, damn. Where did you hear that?
Reach is the first game coming out. Like that's when the announcement came out.
Oh, they're releasing that separately from the collection?
No, it's now they're adding it to the collection, and it's the first game
I see.
PC.
I see. Okay.
Read the article.
It doesn't say that in the article. No.
A lot of them usually say with the first game being because they're doing it game by game.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What it says in the article is that we don't really know exactly when the collection will be making its way to PC.
Yeah, no one.
Just that it'll be on Steam, and that Phil Spencer, the Xbox ex-boss, as they call him, is responsible for making this deal, momentous, historic, so to speak, deal happen. In this case. And that's fine. I haven't heard the name Gabe Newell in a while, as an aside, by the way. Have you?
I have.
Oh, what was he doing?
He's been currently answering a lot of emails by fans.
Yeah,
and VNN's just responded to it all, as he does. because he's literally honestly got fuck all else to do this time.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Yeah, no, I hear a lot because I subscribe to VNN. About it, really. Carry on.
Here's some interesting news.
Yeah.
The original creators of Left 4 Dead, are back for Blood in their new game. Back for Blood. Yep. It's got a similar kind of art style, apparently. Really, we just know that whispers in the wind, you know. They want to advance the co-op zombie genre, so striking while the iron is dead cold, in my opinion. But it'll be nice to get back to that kind of a shooter. Too many shooters are too modern, in my opinion. Doom was a step in the right direction, which was backwards. What do you think?
What was that again, sorry?
I said it'll be nice to get a shooter again in that kind of direction, because too many shooters are becoming too modern. Doom took a step in the right direction, which was backwards. So I think, hopefully we get some more classic shooting gameplay. Maybe that'll get me into Left 4 Dead again, but I got really tired of it. So
yeah, definitely.
Hitman 2 is having a DLC roadmap laid out for March.
Oh dear.
Do you care about Hitman 2?
No, I heard too much about it on the other show that I do.
Oh, yeah.
Every Wednesday, 10 till 12 on Siren Radio.
Shill.
Oh, oy vey. They've got me.
Trine 4 has been announced. Just let it die. Fallout 76 will allow players to brew beer, wine, and spirits in their new Appalachia update. Yep. Thanks, Todd, I guess. Fix the bugs. Blizzard. Activision Blizzard and EA are included in the list of most overpaid CEOs. So who would have thought that video games would be on that list? But there you go. I guess it's not as regulated as a industry as other industries are, you know? And also, they make more money than movies. They have more money put into them than movies. I would say that a CEO deserves to get paid more than another CEO.
It gets really iffy by that point, doesn't it?
How do you mean?
It's like, is one person worth more than another for doing equivalent, if not less?
It's really not a matter of how much work you put into your job, but more how valued is your job. And
yeah,
if you're overpaying yourself, then your business is going to fail. That's how it works. Huh?
True.
In broad strokes. Because obviously you can be overpaid as a worker and the business will be largely fine if your business is making a lot of money.
That is true, yeah.
And also, you could overpay yourself and fucking have what happened to, what's his name? Cliffy B. Was it Cliffy B?
Yes, the voice actor that got absolutely fucking destroyed.
No. The guy who we talked about on this podcast, who took a bunch of royalties and then then Gearbox failed.
They're thinking of Randy Pitchford.
Yes, Randy Pitchford, there we go.
That's why I like to call him Randy Pitchcock.
Hey, boy. Yeah, he is.
Funnily enough, actually, you know, I'm on talking terms with the guy who did the music for Duke Nukem, the original Duke Nukem.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah, he gets contracted by Gearbox every now and then. but he's not heard anything by them because he does freelance, so he don't really hear much from time to time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just when they want him, not really an ongoing dialogue. Yeah.
No, as far as I'm aware, no.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Don't know what to add to that, really. I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure Gearbox has
a lot
gone under,
of.
so.
Yes, I think they have. Thank you, Randy Pitchford, for all that you do for the company.
Thank you, Randy Cookford. Is it obvious I don't like him? Is it fun?
Yeah, no, I hate him as well.
I remember when he was a big fish in the industry, like everyone was all over him.
Including you.
Yeah, I even remember being like, yeah, Randy, you're making Borderlands. Fuck yeah, go Randy Pitchford. And now I want him to fucking get sucker punch in the gut.
Hmm. Hey, man. We all find out how evil people are given enough time. Like, take fucking Gabe Newell. I bet Gaben's gonna come out to have done some pretty evil shit when he gets a little older and we find out shit about him. Do you think?
Yeah, the stuff coming out now, like he's stopped making games. Pretty evil, man.
He's reaping the benefits of his success. Jesus, how evil.
What a cunt.
Nah,
don't say anything about Big Man Gaben. I kind of.
I'm not saying anything. It's innocent until proven guilty. I'm just saying that probably something's going to come out about him. No one's that squeaky clean. He hasn't had a single bit of controversy.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
And the last piece of news that I'll bother to go into. A young man dies in India from playing for hours and days in an incorrect posture on PUBG Mobile. Are you sitting comfortably in your chair? Please, sit normally in your chair, you motherfuckers. Don't die. Posture's important. Also, stop playing PUBG.
PUBG's a bad game. Can confirm.
It is. It is. All right. That's the news.
Well, that was a good bit of news. I mean, we've been on this for almost a while. Yeah, a while now.
Yeah.
Let's go on to my topic. So.
Yeah, sure.
My topic. So, you see. Oh, fuck me. I can't. Just a second. Let me just. You see this? You see this right here?
I don't see anything.
Let me just share my screen with you, and then let me show you. Screen share. There we go. Gone and boom tish. There we go. So you see this, Andy?
Yeah. Steering wheel.
This is my topic.
Oh shit. Let me guess what your topic is. You were using that steering wheel on Euro Truck
6
Simulator.
inches up my ass, yes indeed. Wait, oh yeah, Euro Truck, sorry.
Are we really going to go into the Prolapse joke on stream? Because we shouldn't.
We shouldn't, yeah, let's leave that. Yeah, so I was playing Euro Truck. I borrowed it from me fam back in my hometown. Brought it up to where I am right now. In not my hometown, a uni town. And I plugged it in and all excited to play it, you know, everything's working as far as I'm aware. Dropped my clutch, tried to put it in first gear. It didn't do anything.
That was broken.
No, it turns out it automatically connected it to it put the pedals to the wrong ones. I think it put them the American way and not the UK way.
Oh, right, yeah. Like you're on the other side, yeah.
So that was a problem. Oh yeah, just a heads up, I also have the gear stick as well,
Mm-hmm.
and the pedals. So yes, I've went all out on this one. And but now once I finally discovered that, after hours of troubleshooting, I found out on my own. Started playing, and it's really fun. Although a big problem is this chair has wheels, and it's got
Yeah.
no carpet. So
No.
I have to really grip onto the wheel, and use my toes to wrap around the pedals to stop myself from moving backwards whilst pushing down, like whilst changing gear or braking, because you have to drop your clutch as you do it, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, ultimately, I've done a couple of, I think 1 or 2 jobs back now. It's been really enjoyable. You know what? I could not recommend Euro Truck with a wheel enough. It's a lot more entertaining than Euro Truck without a wheel, to be fair.
Yeah. What's that space game where you're a space trucker?
Oh, that is Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous with the joystick, I've heard, is also really great.
Yes, I've not yet played with it, but apparently it's really good. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, my ultimate goal in life is to have a computer that can run Euro Truck at the best settings.
Mm-hmm.
Have this set up of my own, because obviously I'm borrowing this from my family. I mean, I did put money into it, but obviously they put more money into it, and, you know. Apparently I didn't give my mum the money, so they were reluctant to let me borrow it. I'm sure I did. Don't let anyone know. Anyway, so this like this, and I also want a VR headset, so I can really immerse myself in the game. That is my ultimate goal. I want to be able to play Euro Truck in
fully immersed.
Oh yeah, fully immersed.
Because one of the things you'll need is yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
One of the things I'll need.
Haptic feedback, so that you need a rumbling chair. Yeah. You need haptic feedback on. Actually, you wouldn't, would you?
I mean, the wheel.
Because the wheel is physically there, yeah.
The wheel also has haptic feedback, so if I was to crash, I feel it in the wheel.
Oh, okay.
And you could also.
You need something to help you feel G-force as well as you're turning. Maybe you need like a mechanical chair to like sway you about in the correct way.
You know what? As much as that would be fucking awesome in an all-in-one machine, I can't afford that. At least Oculus is somewhere in my grasp. But I'm happy with. You know, I love that idea. That's good direction. But now, ultimately, I'm happy to do this. You know, gear stick and all that. You know, really just immerse myself in it. That's brilliant. And I think by that point, I'll be officially a Euro Truck streamer. Fuck everyone else. Fuck every other game. I'm playing Euro Truck.
Yeah. That'll be cool. I'd watch those streams. Are you swearing at fucking people as you drive by?
Oh, okay, so here's a hot
That's
take.
one feature they need to add to Euro Truck drive-bys.
No. That's gangster. That's American Truck Simulator. No. What you do in Euro Truck and American Truck, you actually have the ability to pick up a hooker, sleep with them, and to also kill them and dump their body.
Yes. Yeah.
Every trucker's dream.
Dream. Reality.
Yeah.
It's part of the job.
You gotta get that authenticity down.
Exactly.
But no, in all seriousness, I was driving and the guy in front of me, I thought he was slowing down. No, he come to a complete fucking stop. I'm on a hill. I'm slamming down my brakes. I even fucking put my parking brake on, burning that bastard out. I slam into him, and I just start swearing at the fucker as if he was like a real fucking cunt. Because he just stopped dead in the road. No lights or anything, just stopped. So Amy looks at me, he's like, "Stop swearing!" And she's reading a book in the background, like, "No, this fucking cunt stopped dead, the bastard." I'm just sat here calling them like fucking knobhead and a piece of shit. And it's fun. There's nothing more fun than playing Euro Truck, especially when you're swearing at someone.
Nice calming drive through the countryside. Fucking cunt bastard!
But in all seriousness, once you get past the ball ache of a fucking setup, which is usually relatively easy, I just seem to have problems with it every time.
Mm.
And the ball ache of a fucking AI, it's a really calming game. Like you sit there, you gear shift and all that. It's fun, man.
Mm. Mm.
You know, and oh yeah, the gear stick is definitely a must. Like you can have gears, but it's like the sequential. You know, you hit. Say you're on a controller, left bumper to go down, right bumper to go up. But it's all by one. It's really easy. You can doze off and do that. That's my problem with Euro Truck. I fall asleep whilst playing it. With a wheel in my hand, you have to put a lot more motion into it. You have to do the gear stick.
How many times can you turn over the wheel?
As much as a regular car, so about twice from centre, 3 times from full clocked.
Okay. It must be a good feeling, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, and you can also up the stiffness, so you get some resilience doing it.
Oh, nice. That's one thing I was thinking about. I was going to ask you about. Is like there should be variable stiffness depending on like which car you use and like stuff like that.
I mean, usually the stiffness is ubiquitous amongst that Brent bike's style of vehicle. So a car's easier than a truck, and a truck's, you know, sort of thing.
Yeah, but different cars have different stiffness, and also different speeds will give you different stiffness.
Yeah.
If you're going very fast, then it's very easy to turn and like flip out, you know.
And
it's just light.
My missus wanted to go anyway, and she went on it, and she spezzed off out of the yard, fucking went round the roundabout, ploughed into another fucking truck, all whilst going wee. No joke, she was actually going wee, audibly. Then crashed into a fence, stalled it, and couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And she spent like a good 4 minutes on it. As soon as I get in the seat,
on your way. Yeah.
I had to go to a fucking mechanic to fix it. Oh yeah, and another thing, it's not related to the actual joystick, but Euro Truck's got an event on at the moment for the European Truck Racing Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're a player of Euro Truck, play it, do the event, you get some free shit.
Is it in a speedrunning fashion, or are you actually online racing against other people?
No, it's an event for the truck. Basically, you don't actually race your truck yourself because it's more based on the realism. But obviously, they wanted to do an event in celebration of the actual event. So, like,
I think I understand that.
Yeah, basically, you can take some racing trucks from. I think my one was from Prague to somewhere in France. That was nice. And it's got real truck branding names and shit on it, and really nice, really well done models. They really do put their heart into it, and you got to give them that. It's great. But other than that, my only complaint with this setup, once it's working, is, well, besides the fact that my chair keeps wheeling, but that's nothing to do with the setup. But that's fine. It's this gear stick. Now, look at this gear stick. What's ultimately wrong with this gear stick?
I don't know. It seems to just go around it willy-nilly, or it's very small on my screen.
The fact that I have to push down to go into like this is 6th gear. Push down and then do it is reverse. That's a complaint, but that's not what I was going to say. That is not a trucking gearhead.
Well, you didn't buy one, did you?
Well, they only have this. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
This is a car gear stick.
That's a pretty niche piece of technology if you were to get a trucking one somehow.
Someone was to make one, actually. Basically, you can pull this top off, the top of this gear stick, and replace it.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Basically,
that's how you make your own custom fight sticks as well.
Yeah. So basically, you get this head on it, you wire it all up and everything, and, you know, you have the switch on it now, so you can switch from, what is it? You can switch from obviously set 1 to set 2. What's it called? High gears and low gears, I think it is. So low gears being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. High gears being 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hmm.
And there's a button switch to that. I thought it was quite cool. It would be nice to have it, but it's a fucking expensive bit of kit.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
can imagine.
It's just as much as the gear stick itself, which has all this technology in. But I'll put money into that for authenticity.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I wouldn't, but different strokes for different folks, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you play Aura, I don't. I play Euro Truck, you don't.
Ah, so you do concede that it's a game.
You don't work on it, so you must play it.
There you go.
Bastard. Anyway, that's my topic.
Wait.
That was my topic. Shall we
Sweet.
move on to the bread and butter of this podcast? The bit that everybody looks forward to. It is the games we'd like to see. This is a segment where we make up bullshit games by spitballing ideas to each other. We start out with saying a line or a phrase. So, for example, shooter or first-person shooter. And
Mhm.
we spitball like that, back and forth until we have a solid foundation for a game, and then we just go off on tangents until we've made a new game that we one day want to give to a very disappointed publisher.
It will be like, what the fuck? How the fuck are you gonna develop this? And we'll be like, give us money, please.
Can we
Gotta keep the lights on somehow.
Can we has the Kickstarter, please? Right, so Andy, do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I would like to go first
Okay.
because I have one that we haven't used on the podcast before. I don't think, otherwise my memory's failing me. But
you've used 4x many a times.
But Tish, I was gonna say time travel.
Oh, I like it already. Time travel.
4x.
Okay, third person.
Yeah.
Right, you?
Action, as in character action.
Oh, okay. Character action. Okay. Oh, what else should we do?
You know what? Fuck it. Can I change my answer?
Which one do you want to change?
Character action.
Sure, man. What do you want to change it to?
I want it to be a hybrid of character action and third-person shooter, like in I can't remember what that game's called, but the one with the guy in white armor and he slides about everywhere.
Oh, begins with a V. Vanquish.
That's it. Vanquish.
Yeah. Character action shooter. A la Vanquish. Here we go. A la Vanquish. Okay. Sci-fi. Definitely want it sci-fi.
Yeah. Otherwise, how would the time travel work? Unless it be magic.
Historical sci-fi. So we get a bit of sci-fi, we get a bit of history in there. Just to really, we're gonna put it on the Steam store page, of course.
Yeah.
The user-generated tags along with big titty anime girls.
And then, here's one: Christianity. I like Christian.
Right,
I like Christian themes in my character action.
So do you want it to have Christian undertones like the Hunger Games 2? Do you like it to...
I want you to be able to do a stinger on Moses, okay?
You want it to actually...
Yeah.
So we're not promoting Christianity. It just features it.
Yes. Fuck it. It features every religion.
Oh my fucking god, this is gonna get so controversial.
Combos on Krishna. Multiple hits on Muhammad.
Vanquish Vishnu.
Yeah.
Obliterate Allah.
Yeah.
Glory kill God. I'm following the
Yeah.
alliteration
No.
thing.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Do you think we should
Judgment cut on Jehovah.
Do you think we should keep away from religion on the basis that our last one was very religious focused?
I can't remember that it was, but I think this is different.
It was my
even though I can't remember.
It was my Roman god one.
No, that's different.
No, it's different. Different.
Yeah, it's different because we're talking about gods that still exist today.
Okay.
So therefore, it's more offensive. Because if you say obliterate Odin, no one's going to be like, what?
And events.
But if you say battle Buddha, then someone's going to get annoyed.
Oh my god. Should we just like have a companion who's fucking Buddha?
Oh, yeah. And he heals you with peacefulness and serenity. Then it can be like Fight of Gods where like Jesus shoots nails at you and stuff.
Buddha companion? Oh shit, right, so it's gonna be like a Final Fantasy kind of game but with guns. So it's gonna have a it's gonna have a team system, a buddy system.
Yeah, wait, hold on. There is a Final Fantasy game with guns that has a team buddy system.
What is it?
Guns of Fate, I think it's called. I'll try and remember.
Oh yeah.
It's where... Shut up. I really wanted that game as a kid.
But you wasn't allowed it because it had guns, right?
No, I just didn't have the money. It wasn't a very well-published game, at least in the UK. I didn't see it at every shop I went into. So when I did have the money, I didn't buy it.
Right, so what else are we gonna have?
No. I think that's it. Go through time, battle different historical / religious figures, and do sick-ass combos with your buddy system. That sounds pretty sick to me. Sometimes you don't need to make it complicated.
Do we have a story, or do we have a series of events? Hell,
yeah. How
do you end up time travel? Let's roll.
This is how we're gonna make the. This is how we're gonna make the story. Okay. You're gonna make the story, but I'm gonna ask the questions. Okay. Which god is the main villain?
Well, it's got to be God. It's got to be God.
Yeah, it's got to be Jehovah. It's got to be Yahweh. Yeah.
Wait, what? No, it's got to be God, the Christianity God.
Yeah, that's the same God. Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, they're all names of the same God. God. Yeah.
God damn it.
No, it's true. So fucking... okay. And then, what did God do? Like, okay. What did God do to you that... Okay, we're basically making God of War. Because, like, you're gonna have to get revenge against God, aren't you?
Well, I was thinking more of an angle where you just get, like, what are your, like, your little niece, okay? You have a niece, and she's like, who's the real God? And it's like, well, let me show you, little niecey poo. And he ends up going back in time, and he's like, here's the real God, and then angels steal her. okay? And you're on an adventure through time and space, trying to find your niece.
Yeah,
And
and that's
we'll get it taken away in
and
at least 30 frames, just like Watch Dogs.
why'd you have to ruin this game? I was liking it.
Jokes aside, so NIECE is like, who is the real god?
This is bad.
And you is like, let me show you short fry. Then Baruch, time travel ting TTIN. You know what? I'm writing this in exactly how I'm saying it. Time travel and ting. Then you like hear the real god, but God by name is like nah matey. I'm the real God and orders the angels to steal yeah niece. Then it's a race through time and space to get her back. And then insert Doctor Who music.
Perfetto.
I'm gonna send this to you as it is written, and you're gonna love every second of it.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
I'm going to send this to you exactly as I've written it. You have to read it.
I mean, okay, I heard you saying it, but
read
it reads even worse because some of it is not how you said. Because you wrote like Verush.
Yeah, it says
time traveling thing. Then you like, you're the real God, but God by name is like, nah, mate, I'm the real God and orders angels to steal your niece. Oh, sorry, Neke. Then it raced through time and space to get her back and set through who's music. Doctor Who music.
you gotta go ooh.
Woo-wee-woo.
Okay, so what else? So we need set pieces for this now.
Obviously, you fight God in heaven.
Huh?
Yeah. You fight Krishna in a fucking bloody palace with skulls and shit.
Who's that fight?
Krishna.
As well, that Krishna.
Yeah. Krishna. Krishna. And then you
Oh, and one of the big caveats is you don't know which god took your niece. So you gotta fuck up all of them.
yeah. There aren't that many gods left.
Yeah, we've got to warring them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put in here basically God of War.
Just God of War. That's the story.
God of War, but with guns and more of a FF15 deal
Yeah.
in it. I hate myself for this, right? But I'm rolling with
Hmm.
it. Do you think we should add any more to this?
No, I think it's fine.
I think we shit out art every time.
It's beautiful. But we should keep away from the gods next time.
Yeah. More time travel, less gods.
Yeah.
Only because I'm sure we've offended many people.
Who cares?
What are we, Smite? Ha!
You
Remember
can.
that game?
You can. Oh yeah. Yeah. I had a friend show me some more about what they've been doing recently. You know, they started adding non-gods to the game,
Alright.
like King Arthur. Running out of ideas, I guess.
I mean, when in doubt, chill 'em out.
Yeah.
So, what are we naming this masterpiece, Andy?
Temporal God Killer. Just be like all 80s about it.
Perfect. I'm renaming the text document now.
Hmm.
God Killer with an A. I love it. Right, should we wrap up the podcast, Andy?
Yep. Although you're gonna have to do that rather than I, since I can't see the screen. Oh wait, maybe I can if I do this. Yes, there we go.
Right, here we go. We thank you for watching the podcast with the Bird Lead 629 Radion.
Yikes.
When he has
Do you want me to go even
Andy's,
worse than that?
when he
I can
has
go worse than
Andy's
that.
lame exaggeration, you'll be joining the Discord tonight.
Connor!
Andy, I was just finishing the podcast.
Why is there fire? Why is there fire coming from the dumpster that is this podcast?
Oh, that's not fire. That's steam. Steam from the steamy memes we've been adding.
Steamed memes, yeah.
Well, Andy, I hope you're ready for steamed jokes.
Steamed jokes? I thought you said they were steamed memes.
No, I didn't say steamed memes. I said steamed jokes. Old family recipe.
Yes, and you call them steamed jokes, but despite the fact that they are obviously lower for shit posts.
Just a second, let me remember the next bit of that. just a second. Steamed hams transcript. Here we go.
Did I get it wrong?
No. I've genuinely forgot the line. It's real. Which? What was the last bit you said? Oh, you called them.
Despite the fact that they are obviously grilled.
Just where is it?
We're trying too hard for this shitty fucking joke.
Despite the DES.
You control effing for it.
Yep. And you call them Stevie despite the fact they're obviously loads it. Well, yeah. Well, you know, just one thing. Excuse me. You meant to say, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. I thought you just goes yeah, and I wasn't bothered to do that. You know how Superintendent Chalmers does. He just goes yeah at everything.
He's ocelot. It's confirmed.
Oh.
Well, that was a wonderful.
Superintendent Chalmers and the Springfield unit.
Well, that was a wonderful podcast. Good times, right, boy? I'm pooped.
Oh, yes, I say. Ah, good lord, what is that?
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora 4X in this podcast, on this gameplay, at this fucking time, localized entirely in this fucking stream.
Yes.
Can I play it?
No. we need someone to be Seymour's mother.
Seymour, the house is on fire.
No, mother, it's just Aurora 4X. Go ahead.
Well, Connor, I must say, you make a good joke.
Help! Help!